who is also working with Planet IX, as Nibiru is the company behind Planet IX. Felix has a renowned track record within the crypto and marketing space. He's been the co-founder of multiple startup successes. I can say several of those companies have turned out to be global leading companies in their space. We're so excited to have you join us here, Felix, today to talk about Planet IX. And I must say that what I know about Planet IX from you already, from our short conversation before this call, has made me so excited to see what this awesome future holds for us. So, Felix, why don't you go ahead and explain us who you are and what Planet IX really is?
Hello, yes. Thanks for having me. Yes, I'm Felix and the COO of Nibiru, which is the company developing the game of Planet IX. And we are set out to get the Planet IX to become a revolutionary product and a turning point, I think, for mainstream adoption of blockchain gaming. And this is done possibly without, with Crowd1 network, which is our catalyst into launching this game. So we are super excited to get onboarding players the coming week and start seeing how people interact with it. Awesome. So let me take you through a broad presentation of the game mechanics here today, and trying to spread knowledge on how the game will work. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Yes, let's start with some backgrounds on. Let's start with some backgrounds on the NFT space. So NFT, non-fungible tokens, has been around for a couple of years right now, and some of these examples I show here are kind of the benchmarks of the huge success. And for a couple of years ago, CryptoKitties started and Ethermons started to do some kind of a breeding game where you take set objects and you can turn them into new variations, unique variations of cats and so forth. And we have started to see more games come into play. The huge successes this year of Axie, Gods Unchained and Alien Worlds are taking place, and people are starting to realize that if you play and if you put your heart into it, you can actually get rewarded for it. You can get paid out in if it's either a native token or something else. It's fascinating to see. And we're now kind of entering a new space where we see early majority of the total market share will onboard, and I mean, just looking at Planet IX launching with through Crowd1's network, we will see several 100,000 new players this year only, and it will not take that much more of a time. Maybe next year we will see the big players, the big gaming studios entering the game, Sega or Nintendo. Companies like this will also introduce to NFTs. So we'll see. There's a lot of things happening, and I see the market, exchange volume have risen with over 10,000% the last year, and there's been a lot of media attention around this kind of new phenomenon, and I'm very, very excited to be in this space, to be honest.
Sorry, you said how many percent did it grow with?
Over 10,000%. It's been ridiculous, actually. It's just you should see the curve is just it's pointed straight up. So 2020, 2021 has been amazing for this kind of marketplaces both, but also creators. There's been a lot of creators from going from having zero sales to having sales in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it's very cool to it's a way to give back power to the creators in that sense. And this is not only NFT gaming. This is like creators of NFTs. That can be art, that can be video, that can be something else. But this infrastructure that NFTs enables has, we haven't seen the end of that possibilities yet.
Sounds like we're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. So let's go into Planet IX. I think the easiest comparison is to make it to a classical board game called Monopoly. There's a lot of similar utilities in the game. So in Planet IX, the main object is your pix. That's short for Planet IX, and that's a land parcel which is situated on an alternative world, which is a copy of our own world. And you can get those picks through drops. So the drops is basically you buying into a bundle of picks that is randomly generated. So just like you play the dice in Monopoly to get to a specific street, you will buy into a pack drops to get a random generated picks parcel. And these, your goal, just like the goal in Monopoly, is to obtain several streets and then start to develop them. Your goal in Planet IX is to get pix parcels clusters together as many as possible, and in order for you to develop them as well. So each week, from the start of the 13th of July, or actually the first drop is the week after, but we're launching the game the 13th of July. Each week we will have a new drop zone. And a drop zone is a geographical limit area in the world where we have all the picks available. So during that sale, you cannot get picks outside that kind of area. So for the coming 8 weeks, we will have 8 kind of drop zones ready for the launch. And the post beta, when we post beta, we will open up for more narrowed down, more specific pack drops. That could be drop zones that are only legendary tiers, so only specific kind of continents in the world and so forth. But in the beginning, we're just opening up to have a broad distribution of the picks. So one pix unit can be located into 9 different classifications. And these are the classifications that we also see in the world. And these classifications are then also bundled into different tiers. There's tiers from legendary to rare to uncommon to common to outliers. And what you get when you purchase a pack, you will get a mixed pack. You will get pixels from all of these kind of tiers, so they will be spread out. And so you can say that €1 worth of P euro is going to get you 10 picks of rare or 20 picks of uncommon tiers, and €1 in legendary is going to get you 1 picks, because these are the most rarest. There are more and more of the lower tier pixels that we are then bundling together. So 1 pix is basically just shown a geological imagery of how that pix looks like, and we have a specific coordinates of where that is. So when you open a pack and you get your pix units, you will easily you can locate it where it is on the real world, and from that kind of view you can then when we launch the marketplace, you can go and try to sell those in the marketplace to other players that wants to build out their kind of inventory.
Cool.
So on the map, you will see like this grid here, where your pix units are located. They are located with the green light. And maybe you see some other red colored picks, close to you. Those are, other players' land. So this is how you can navigate in the game. And our main core product experience is not live during the beta launch. So this is our core experience, and talking about the marketplace. And the marketplace is basically the stock exchange, where you can trade your way through, get a cluster of picks closer to each other, or sell them to other people who is looking to play this game, on another level, or just have another vision about what they want to do with their pixels. And the challenges that we will release will basically, make our users experience the game from different kind of views and play styles. But in order to, for example, get in on special drops, you will maybe have to complete a different kind of challenges. If that is only to own different picks in different continents, that could be one of those challenges. Yes. So they are, as you know, there are two kinds of NFTs that's going to be represented and played around in Planet IX. The first one is the landmark NFT. The landmark NFT, you cannot trade your way through. This is, this is only possible to obtain through different raffles and different drops, special drops. The NFTs is basically over 800 different cultural sightings or landmarks in the world that we have already put in place. And you can be lucky to get one of these, and that will bring you some cool features. First of all, you see this kind of green circle around this NFT. This is Taj Mahal. That green circle represents the area or where you can get commissions from, because in our marketplace we have a transaction costs of doing transactions, and if you get lucky to get one of the legendary NFTs, you will get at least 50% of the transactions fee of all the picks being exchanged in the marketplace within this kind of ratio will go directly to your NFT wallet. So this is how we, enable for getting some rewards by owning NFTs. The second
sounds very interesting. Just to one question regarding that, Felix. Is it so I cannot earn them, but what I can is I can basically be lucky to receive one of these landmarks. Is that correct?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So the landmark NFTs is not, you cannot play to earn them. We will have two different NFTs, and the second one is more play to earn. But the landmark NFTs are Kinder eggs. You get it by surprise, and there will be some who has higher probability, of course, of getting these, because you have to join specific drops, but you cannot obtain them the other way than actually getting lucky.
So by joining the most drops and by having the most picks, the likelihood of me receiving one goes up.
Yeah, you can say that exactly.
Very good.
So the second part of the NFTs that is available is developing your picks parcels. So from all just to give you a brief of how the economics works here. So from all the sales that we are generating from the Pix packs, we set out 20% to invest in real world assets. That could be commodities, renewable companies, tech innovation companies that doing green impact that does better for the world. All of these are handled by asset managers, and they have, a specific aim for generating returns, good returns and yields on them. And all those kind of, profits being generated by these kind of investments are then directly used to paying out the NFT holders of these kind of NFTs that you can develop. So the dividends are then transferred, on a quarterly basis. So you will actually, if you are one of those NFT holders, you will have the 100%, profits that have been generating that quarter. And since we, have we have a bright future of onboarding several 100,000 players and selling out a lot of pick packets. This amount of money that we're investing in this kind of green impact funds will be quite large, so there's a good chance of being rewarded greatly if you are one of the first to develop these kind of NFTs. And I mean, there are 1.5 trillion available pick parcels in the world, but there will be only a couple of 100,000 NFTs when we are sold out available in this game. So why? Let's start with blockchain then. I mean, one of our company's mission is to bring blockchain technology and banking solutions to everyone. And we have this possibility through the Crowd1 launching strategy, and we see there's a huge audience size that can be taken both from the existing NFT space, but also from the Crowd1 space. And we like the fact that the crypto bring deep fandom. It brings communities together to exchange ideas, to play around, and to back up how the game evolved. And we see our community being very, very committed already now in our Discord with improving the game and helping out, answering questions to other users. And also, I mean, blockchain improves the experience of the game. It's all about transparency, and it's a fair game approach for everybody, especially with Planet IX. We don't see any red carpet treatment. You cannot buy yourself into everybody has the fair chance here. So there's we're super excited to bring this kind of experience to Crowd1, the network, and think we will have an interesting year, definitely. So the core product experiences and services that we will provide through the game will be NFTs, and the NFTs are under true ownership, which means that basically when you develop the picks or when we're releasing the landmarks, it's yours. We cannot take it back. We cannot take it from you. It's yours because it's on verified on the blockchain, and you can do whatever you want with it. And we enable these kind of assets to be interacted on other platforms as well. You can go ahead and sell these assets on other other forums. The revenue that is generated will still go to that NFT holder. So if you have a landmark and you see, okay, there's somebody who wants to buy this, because they see the long-term, potential in having this NFT, they probably give you a heads-up price for it. You can go ahead and sell it. The only thing you should know is that all the future revenue will only be directed to the NFT holders' wallet. So it's not. Don't sell too early. And as you might have understood now, there's a lot of pixels available in the world, and it will be quite tricky if you don't have super deep pockets. It will be quite tricky to develop an own NFT. So we are launching later this year something called DAOs. And DAOs is the future in blockchain for sure. It's a very cool concept of where you can interact with other without trusting each other and co-own something. So this means that you will be able to co-own an NFT, develop an NFT together with strangers you don't know, and because you will have to set in an amount of picks, and everybody has to set in an amount of picks in order to generate the NFT, and the rewards that is generating for that NFT will be divided pro rata to the people adding it to the DAO. So we have a cool product line ahead of us, and it will be interesting to onboard you as the games unfolds. And I think I covered this in the earlier slides, but the NFT will will open up a lot of new worlds, a lot of new commerces to use as the infrastructure for it is already there. So why should Crowd1 network care? So it's the Planet IX is an engaging product. There's a lot of upside to making a living out of it if you play it right. It's a new revenue stream, and it bolstered the digital presence. And on top of that, I would say that our vision with the Planet IX is to build a better world of tomorrow. There are a lot of initiatives, there are a lot of investments that are on its way being, catalyzed to build something really sustainable here for the real world as well. So not only the investments we are making in green impact funds and companies, we're also, doing a lot of donations and talking to really cool, organizations that does really good for the world. So why do we win? I would say that the fair launch approach is probably the best way to describe it. We're not doing any red carpet treatment for anybody. It's going to be easy to get into the game. It's going to be easy to onboard the game without having a hassle of you have to do certain things to be able to onboard. The only limitations we have in the beginning is that we are launching the beta to the maximum of 200,000 people, and this is to secure that the platform in our app is working as it should. Hopefully, we can start onboarding a lot more people prior to that set date. And also, we are creating a collaborative environment where users can build and co-invest with other players into DAOs, but we're also opening up the dialogues with the community to help out. What kind of initiatives are we going to invest in, throughout time? What good entrepreneurs are they having good, products and services that does good for the planet? We are in discussions already on how to figure this out together. And also, the transparency, we are all about transparency. All the NFTs, all the revenues, all the streams of payments will be available for everybody to see. We have the game book is laid out. We're constantly adding content and guides and videos to explain it in detail, but all the content about the game mechanics is already in our game book, and I really hope that everybody lean in and take part of that. And lastly, again, I think once players understand that this is a game, but through playing this game, I also contribute to a better world, and every week and every drop we make, we will have a lot of talk shows. We will have a lot of shows where we talk about what's in for Planet IX. We're also inviting partners and companies and initiatives to collaborate with us. So we have a cool thing going. So right now we are 2 days from launching this game, and we've been building for a year almost, and we have a lot of testing to do, and we are rolling out step by step. But I think in latest October we will release the marketplace. In terms of community, we have the game book and the Discord ready. We are right now staffing up on more languages and more community moderators. And maybe early next year, end of this year, we will start to introduce to you the decentralized autonomous organizations and the tools for generating, for co-owning this kind of develop picks together. And for NFTs, in the beginning, we are releasing some landmark NFTs, and we'll add up, as the game proceeds. We will show all the around 800 NFTs that is available, but we'll only, release a couple of them. And so there will be more raffles, more raffles in the end of the year, or when we release the marketplace. And the PIX control NFTs, yes, of course, it will take some time for people to start generating them. If you're not super lucky, which I bet somebody will be, but there's some technical aspect that we have to take into place. We also have to release our own, native cryptocurrency or native token for Planet IX, prior to that. But that's something we can discuss on a later call. But we have a lot of cool features on top of this. There's not space enough in a roadmap. So there will be a lot of surprises and releases going on the coming year. And just the final introduction to how you will redeem, because I know a lot of the viewers here has been buying into early packages and being part of the initial sales of the PIX, and they are still on C1 platform. So just to take you through the flow here, the users start in the left corner, and they purchase a voucher for a pack, and they can then go, when we're releasing Planet IX, they can go to our own website and log in with a new account, and when they have started a profile, they can then go to the wallet to redeem these kind of vouchers that we sold through Crowd1. What will happen then is that we will generate PIX euros for you to be able to then purchase in on those kind of PAX drops that will come the coming weeks. So yes, that's a short overview on how the game works, and I'm super excited to get started, onboarding all of the users that's come to Crowd1.
Wow, Felix. Before I try to do a summary of all the information, I couldn't help myself. I was sitting taking a lot of notes of what you said. And I have a few questions that we've been asked from our audience to sort of better understand somewhat the NFT market and somewhat of Planet IX. So if you just bear with me for a couple of minutes here, can you try to explain, what the NFT market is? And we heard about the percentages, but maybe also how important it is for the future, regardless of you're part of Crowd1 or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think the NFT market has been growing immensely the coming years, and I think one part that is also within our space is the play to earn. I mean, there's definitely importance of selling goods with true ownership and with digital certifications as an NFT is, but I also think there's why it's growing in popularity within gaming is because people love games. People love to play games. People love to sit and give a lot of time into something they're passionate about. And once you start introducing some game mechanics while combining NFTs with some incentives, all of a sudden people and the gamers, they're not only just spending time on the game, they're spending time and making money. So I think that's the most powerful bridge we will see between blockchain and gaming, is that they will combine, their users who are spending most time in the game and rewarding them with special, tokens or other incentives that is going to be tradable. Because NFT, it's used on, open blockchain infrastructure, which can be sold. So there's already a marketplace there. So I think that's the most important and cool, thing about this space.
Awesome. So how is Planet IX, or rather, why is Planet IX, going to be powerful? Are we gonna win in this space?
Yeah, so I think, we are super excited to launch with the help of Crowd1. That it's the biggest network marketing company in the world, and it's a catalyst for us to just help onboard all these players, all these users into, bridging them over to NFT based gaming. And there's other big NFT games out there, and they are tapping on some of the like mechanics that we are. But this is something new. This is something new, and I think that it's a trading game, and people, in what we understood in from Crowd1, is already entrepreneurs that understands mechanics of game theory, and understands the mechanics of time well spent, and wants to earn money. So I think it's a combination of our robust game and the superpower of Crowd1's depth of network.
Very cool. So what's your best strategic tip for someone who is, new to Planet IX?
Yeah, I would say that, like in all games, it's about knowledge. It's about understanding. So in the beginning, it's super important that you in early participate in the community, read in the game book, buy the pack drops, because it's just like buying your first Bitcoin. You don't really know until you actually, buy it. Then you understand, oh, fuck, this is something it's valuable, and I can trade it. And here I can save money here. And you start to realize the opportunities that lies. In the beginning is more or less like, yeah, I don't really know. But when you're inside, when you're 1 foot in, a new room opens up. So I would say, in short, get ready to participate, get ready to don't understand, ask in the community. There's a lot of information out there already. There's already community members stepping up and helping with onboarding. And there are a lot of new material, a lot of new guides and content will be filled the coming weeks. So we will try to hold your hand as firmly as possible.
I think that's a very good explanation. It makes sense that you sort of, you learn to swim in water, you learn to ride a bike on a bike, and it's like you got to get in it to understand it and appreciate it. So thank you for that tip. Next question is, how is the value generated in Planet IX?
Yeah, so exactly. So there's two kinds of value mechanism here. The one is, through the marketplace. There you can sell the picks that you have, gotten generated through the pack drops directly to other users. That's one way to earn money. You sell picks to people who wants to aggregate them, who wants to own them in clusters. You maybe have a strategy like, I only want to save my picks close to each other in this region or in this country, and you sell the rest. That's one way you can earn, some picks, euros in the marketplace. The second one is to get, participate in the drop that has NFTs, the landmark NFTs, because the landmark NFTs, they hold a ratio around them where they take a cut from the transaction fee that is generated through the marketplace. So a big ratio around the most valuable NFTs will get 50% of the transaction fees directly to their wallet. And the last part is the picks, the develop picks, the NFTs, where when you have traded your way through a control that we call them, you can then exchange that picks control into an NFT. And that NFT that will get quarterly dividends paid out to them by the real world assets we already invested in through the initial pick sales. So there's a lot of mechanics here, but there's maybe three options to get some rewards in this game.
Sounds very good. Now, many people wonder also, what's going to happen, Felix, once all the picks are sold?
Yeah, good question. So there's a lot of picks. There's 1.5 trillion picks, give or take. We will be open about that number in the game book. But the last technical round this morning made two different numbers. So we have to get that fixed. But around that, and it will take at least a year for us to sell out. But there will be some incentives for people who are joining early. We will make the purchasing power of people joining our early greater. So that's one reward that we are giving back to the early contributors of this game. But it will take some time. We will also see. We will make sure that we will have a stats page on Planet IX that you can see how many picks have been sold of the total, how many NFTs that are being dropped and generating, etc. So you can follow it real time. But to sum up, from the picks will be only NFTs. So the whole Planet IX world will in the end only be NFTs, because everybody wants to develop them and generate them. So, but that will take some time. But right now we're on a really good path.
We're on a good plan, but I guess the real question here is, once the picks are sold, it's not the end of the game. It's more like the beginning of the full NFT process of everything.
Yes, I mean, of course, we have a lot of cool features lined up in the coming years, and the game's only starting when the first NFTs are starting to pop up. The baseline, the mechanics, everything is set, but we still have features that we haven't really released yet. So the game is just starting to develop when the NFTs are starting to get placed out. But we're not going to change anything. It's not going to be, if you join in late, you missed, a lot of the good stuff. It's not like that. It's open for everybody to join when they want. We're not going to change the base rules, but we're going to add, functionalities for the NFTs when they start to pop up.
Very cool. So, how do you see the next sort of like 6 to 12 months unfold for Planet IX and its users?
Yeah, I mean, right now we are just trying not to under deliver or underperform. We have a huge data set of users coming in now through Crowd1's network, and we just really want to make sure that they are taken care of, they understand the game, and bugs and other potential threats to the system is eliminated. That's also why we're taking it step by step and make sure that the game is stable before we start doing transactions between users, because then it's utility tokens involved, and that could, we have to be secure about things. But I mean, the greater roadmap with introducing the DAOs and the possibility of a native token and so forth is super excited, and I can't wait to get there. But in the first months, it's all about making a friendly first impressions and live up to the expectations that the users have, and get the users comfortable. What is Planet IX? How do I play this game? How is it beneficial for me? How can I spend time, etc.? So we are really just doing it not slow but steady. We want to have a smooth onboarding, because this is a new game. This is a new kind of concept for a lot of people who haven't really touched outside the real blockchain gaming space yet. So it's all about getting people comfortable with the concept and the mechanics.
I like how you place the user, the player in focus of all of this. Most companies would be attempted to talk about themselves and their excitement, whereas your focus is really so customer driven. It's nice to see. Listen, I got 2 more questions for you, and then I'm going to attempt to summarize all of the information that we got on this call. So one is, Felix, I hear a rumor that a super PAC is coming up around, the launch of the exchange of the Planet IX exchange. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, I can confirm. I mean, we have some great contributors early on that believes in the vision of Planet IX, and there will be a super PAC available for them. And the benefits they're going to carry, that regular PACs doesn't have a grant, is basically getting into the best PAC drops that we will have. And in order to get into those PAC drops, on the normal play, normal PACs, they will have to contribute, they will have to make challenges, they will have to complete challenges in order to get into those kind of drops. And those drops can, just for an example, be legendary NFT is included in that drop. It's a raffle that includes one of those prestigious NFTs. So yes, I can confirm that those packs will be available.
Very, very good. Now let's see if I can sort of summarize all of what we got here. And I may be a little bit overly excited. Do correct me if I am way wrong here. So first of all, Planet IX is like Monopoly, just not only played on, on a Saturday night with your family or your friends, but it's like an ongoing Monopoly. So I may win on a Tuesday and I may lose on a Wednesday. I may even have a bad spring and I can come back in the fall, over winter. So, it's an ongoing thing. It's something that I can learn, I can adapt, and it will always be sort of the ones who are the most, hardworking, and they're the ones that are the most attentive, the ones that seek out the communities that will really start gaining, the best results in the game. Yeah. Furthermore, I'm very impressed with how this game connects to the real world. So you got an online world going on, and how that ties in with a, pay to play, fully transparent, inside-out approach. And what I mean with that is you have the power to do something you love. You can play with friends that you care about. You can play with friends you don't even know you had yet. You can meet new people online. And while you're doing that, you're generating a profit that will actually be invested into creating a better world for all. And when I say for all, it's not for the people playing the games. Since these are environmental products, people who will never ever hear about Planet IX will potentially still, to some degree, enjoy the benefits of it. It may be cleaner water, it may be a fresher nature, it may be all of these aspects. And in doing good, in playing and having fun, then doing good, creating a profit from that will then tie back in to me still doing what I love to do, and that is play and trade with friends. I think that's a really, really awesome approach. And as I see this developing, we talk about these NFTs, and you and I talked before and say these can go into the hundreds of thousands of euros and beyond. There's basically no limit to it. It's like asking, what does the Mona Lisa cost? And there's only one Mona Lisa, so it costs whatever somebody wants to pay to get that. Now, the Mona Lisa has a bragging right. I don't believe the French guys are going to sell it, but the thing here is the Mona Lisa generates its income maybe through people seeing it in the Louvre, paying to get in. But your NFT will, on a similar basis, create volume for you. Now, what I really love is how these DAO, enables me, even as a small-time player, maybe new to the game, to hook up with some big guys. And the way it is normally in the world is that if you're a little fish, you are getting eaten by the big guys. But the DAO, as I understand it, makes it possible for people to come together and simply say, I'm gonna have a part in this NFT. I believe more in this NFT, so I'm gonna join up with these guys over here. And again, a place where I think you really thought this process through is by saying, we will have the real price for this. It's not gonna be some internal stuff. Since this is an NFT prepared for the open market, you will get a global evaluation on this. Yep. So you will not just have, like a community sense feel of what it is. You will really have a global aspect on it. When I saw your roadmap, though, I see a lot of stuff going on right now and launching, and some of these things you're launching are very fundamental, meaning they will stay for a long time. But I also must say that you have understood to keep it exciting. You have a clear plan for the future. in launching of functions, in launching of opportunities, in launching of packages. You keep it exciting and relevant for new people to come and join in. And you keep it exciting for those people in already. Through the Crowd1 community. I mean, it's no joke. It's 32 million people around the world joined up by now. We'll talk in a week and we add another million to that. So that secures a certain success in this. And it's like, people attract people. And that will go into the value of each pix that will tie into the NFT. So I see that as a sort of a guarantee for success. I mean, I don't think there's anyone in this space that's ever had a start like Planet IX. I don't think there's anyone who really comes close to the expansion. And it seems like the development of an NFT is like unlimited. Yeah. I also must touch on the super PACs. The super PAC seems extremely exciting to get into. And why are those PACs exciting? They're exciting to people who want to come in. They're exciting to people who says, I really want to have all the advantages of this game. But they're also exciting to me, even if I have a small package, because everyone joining is adding to the value for everyone. And I believe that's the synergy. I believe that's the dynamic of Planet IX and Crowd1 really coming together. Have I understood it somehow correct?
No, I think your summary is spot on. I mean, we're super excited to get the possibility to launch with the Crowd1's network, and I think the game itself, it's we built this game for everybody outside Crowd1 as well. So I think there will be no restraints in how big this game can be.
This is awesome, Felix. So we'll take your advice. You got to get in it to learn it. Yeah. And I believe also what you said is anything, that's worth doing is worth waiting for. So as we wait with excitement, we got to focus on what we can do over the coming month. And we are all really, really looking forward to the beta launch on the 13th. And we're really, really looking forward to the future launches. Thank you, Felix, for taking the time to share with all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jens. Pleasure being here. Okay. Thank you. Nice.
Was it okay? You did awesome.